Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Flashback Friday, my Social Security. A couple of weeks ago, when they put out the new projections for Social Security, I went on the website and checked things out. If you haven't been on the website, I think it's ssa.gov. I think you need to. It gives you there's a lot of good information on there. And they got a calculator on there that allows you to put in zero future earnings to get a more realization of a more real number, and that's what I do. And it spit out 3142, I believe, 3142. You trigger warning. I'm going to use what I call Steve math. Let me change this. It's a little crooked and it's bothering me. Don't do that, man. If you're planning for retirement, you really need to get as close to exact numbers of your income and your expenses and debt as you can. It's quick and dirty. I round my expenses up. If I got a $88 bill, it turns into a $100 bill. I round my daggone income down. If I bring home $1,800, I round it down to $1,500. It's quick and easy math I can do in my head. If I can get them two numbers to match, I'm gold. If they're close, I know I got a pretty good chance still, and that's when I go to the exact numbers. But so I get $3,100 a month. The baby doesn't have enough quarters to qualify, so she'll get half of mine, which would be $1,500. So that's $4,600 a month. And those numbers are in today's dollars. They're not inflated. And I only put $3,800 a month in the bank now. And we don't spend all that. So if I was retired right now, drawing my Social Security, and seeing as Social Security would be all the income I had, my taxes would be minimal at worst. I'd still be able to make out. And then if you throw in my two pensions, which would be $1,500. Some people like pensions, some people hate them. I love mine. $1,500 a month is equivalent of having $450,000 at 4% in the bank that never goes away. I had the opportunity to work places that didn't have pensions, and I said no. I specifically wanted a pension if I could find it. When I did, I went there and I stayed. Because it was valuable to me. A lot of people don't have access to them. I understand. That's why it's important to save as much as you can when you can to go along with your Social Security. Living on Social Security alone ain't no joke, Doc. I don't recommend anybody try it. It can be done, but having a little money on the side to go along with it opens so many options in retirement financially. But you had that $1,500 to that, what I say it was $4,600. I mean, you're talking $6,100 a month right there. Even if you take daggone taxes out on, well, that's $6,100 at $72,000 a year. Even if you take taxes out on that at 20%, what do you get? I don't know. It's like $57,000 a year, something like that. Yeah. I mean, if I can't make it on $1,000 a week, Doc, I should have kept my butt in the plant. So, I mean, I don't look at retirement as far as the getting the most lifetime income. I'm not concerned about the break-even point. I look at retirement as sort of like prevent financial catastrophe later in life. It's kind of like an insurance policy for as I get older. That's what I'm concerned with. When I first retired, well, before I retired, I planned on retiring at 60, taking Social Security at 65. Once I retired, I figured, hey man, I'll go ahead and back it up to 67. That way I'll get the full amount. The day I retired, I started thinking about taking it at 68. My birthday's in January, the baby's birthday's in September. Same year, we're same age. I figured, hey man, if I can take mine in January and she can take hers in September, why not just push mine back to next January when I'm 68? Then we can both collect at the same time, the first of the next year. Everything about retirement for me is fluid. There's nothing wrote in stone. From the time I get up in the morning to what I do during the day to what my financial plans are. It's fluid. It's constantly up for debate. But so actually probably what I'll do is once I get to 68, I'll probably go year to year and then make my decision. I have the traditional three-legged stool of retirement. It allows me a lot of options that just aren't open to a lot of people. Retiring on daggone Social Security alone just ain't no joke. That's why it's important to daggone save as much as you can, and keep at it. Having a little bit of extra to go along with your Social Security makes a big difference. Pensions aren't something that's available to everybody, and I understand. I was fortunate, but and as far as Social Security goes, man, when we was kids, all you ever heard was, daggone Social Security ain't gonna be there for you when you get ready. Well, here I am, and it's still here. There's no doubt something's got to be done about it. No doubt in my mind something won't change, but you don't know what. Will it affect you or won't it? I don't see you at 80 getting Social Security and them saying, nah, you ain't gonna get it no more. I don't think that's gonna happen. If you're 35, hey man, it might go away or it might affect you, but you don't know. A politician is not going to vote to dismantle Social Security. They're there for one job, and that is to get reelected every year. They're not going to do that by putting millions of people in the street and causing them to go into poverty. They're going to do something. Somebody's going to have to do something. When you're in a financial hole like the U.S. is in right now, everything is on the table, from defense to education to immigration to everything, even your daggone entitlements. But until that happens, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not, I'll deal with that when it comes, if and when it does. I'm in a fortunate position where I should still have a little bit of savings, and I got that little bitty pension. So, but by me having that pension and that little money on the side, it really makes my retirement decision. It made my retirement decision a lot easier, and makes me a little bit more comfortable and confident in my ability to make out in retirement. But and the reason I'm choosing to go, I have backed it up to 68, is strictly for the baby. When I die, she don't actually get mine, but hers gets bumped up to where mine was. So she'll get the most she can. So it's really a personal decision. If I was 62 and single, didn't have no responsibilities, I might take it and just run with it. But now, I got to worry about the wife. Her money's going to drop a third. So and she'll be dropped into a daggone single taxpayer bracket too, and that'll hurt her. So I figure that's my best option. But that's the reason right now I've chosen to go at 68. But you know, it's no telling it won't back up. Or I might start it early. I'll have to look at it when the time comes, is what I'm going to do. It's going to be a game time decision is what it's going to be. But y'all take care of yourselves, man. Enjoy your weekend the best you can, and we'll talk to y'all later.